Scene script. Have you ever questioned why time, an abstract concept, governs our lives so strictly? Let's delve into the paradox of time. It's a concept we can't touch, see, or hold in our hands, yet it wields an enormous power over our actions, our thoughts, and our lives. Time, in all its elusive glory, is a master we all serve. It's as if we're playing a game of chess with a phantom opponent, intangible, unseen, yet undeniably present. Consider this. You're racing against a deadline. The hours seem to slip through your fingers like grains of sand, each minute carrying a little piece of your sanity with it. Or think about those moments of anticipation, when minutes feel like hours, and hours feel like days. That's the power of time. It's fluid, it's relentless, and it's universal. The struggle to manage time efficiently is something we all grapple with. Whether you're a student cramming for an exam, a professional juggling multiple projects, or a parent trying to balance work and family life, time is a constant adversary. It's a tug of war between what needs to be done and the clock on the wall. But here's the thing about time. It's also a matter of perspective. A minute spent doing something you love can flash by in an instant, while a minute spent in discomfort can seem to drag on indefinitely. It's not just about the hours and minutes ticking away on the clock. It's about how we perceive and utilize those hours and minutes. The complexity of time is a universal phenomenon, yet it's also deeply personal. Your relationship with time is unique to you, molded by your experiences, your mindset, and your goals. The way you perceive and manage time can be the difference between feeling overwhelmed and feeling in control. So, if we're all bound by the same 24 hours in a day, how do some people seem to get so much more done? How do they manage their time so effectively? The answer lies in understanding the paradox of time. Understanding the paradox of time is the first step towards mastering time management. To illustrate the importance of time management, consider the tale of two students, Sam and Alex. Both are bright, both are capable, both have the same 24 hours in a day. But how they use those hours makes all the difference. On one hand, we have Sam. He's the kind of student who understands the value of time. He uses a planner to keep track of his tasks and deadlines. His days are structured but not rigid, allowing for flexibility and spontaneous moments of joy. He schedules time for studying, but he also carves out time for leisure, exercise, and sleep. Sam understands that all work and no play can lead to burnout, so he makes sure to balance his time wisely. Now, let's consider Alex. He's as bright as Sam, but he has a different approach to time. Alex tends to fly by the seat of his pants, often leaving assignments until the last minute. He's frequently rushing to meet deadlines, and his stress levels are consistently high. Alex's time is often consumed by firefighting, dealing with one crisis after another, rather than being spent in a controlled, planned manner. You might think that both Sam and Alex, being equally intelligent, would perform similarly academically. But that's not the case. Sam, with his effective time management, consistently performs well in his studies. He's never rushing to meet deadlines, so he has time to fully understand and absorb the material. His stress levels are lower, and he enjoys his university life. Alex, on the other hand, is always playing catch-up. He's often stressed, and his grades reflect his haphazard approach to time. He's not able to give his best to his studies because he's always rushing, always behind. His overall quality of life suffers as a result. The tale of Sam and Alex shows us that time management is about more than just being organized. It's about creating a balanced life. It's about reducing stress and improving performance. It's about making the most of the time we have because, as we all know, time is a non-renewable resource. Sam and Alex had the same amount of time each day, but Sam, with his effective time management, was able to achieve more, experience less stress, and enjoy a better quality of life. Alex, with his haphazard approach, struggled to keep up, was frequently stressed, and didn't perform to his potential. As we see, time management can dramatically impact our lives, much like it did for Sam and Alex. The tale of these two students serves as a reminder that how we use our time can make all the difference. It's not about having more time, but about making better use of the time we have. And that, dear friends, is a lesson we can all take to heart. Scene script. Time, when managed well, becomes an ally rather than an enemy. Imagine a world where your to-do list doesn't rule your life. A world where you're not frantically rushing from one task to another, but smoothly sailing through your day with a sense of calm and accomplishment. This world isn't a fantasy, it's attainable through the power of time management. Let's talk about productivity. We've all had those days where we're running on all cylinders, tackling tasks left and right. Then there are those days where we're stuck in a rut and nothing seems to get done. The difference? Good time management. With a well-structured plan, we can optimize our days, ensuring we're not just busy, but productive. It's about working smarter, not harder. But productivity isn't the only advantage. How about reduced stress? Yes, please. When our time is managed effectively, we're not constantly playing catch-up. We're not worried about deadlines because we're on top of them. We're not overwhelmed because we've allotted time for each task. This sense of control over our schedule reduces stress and brings a sense of peace to our lives. Then there's the holy grail of work-life balance. In a world that's always on, finding time for ourselves can seem impossible. But when we manage our time well, we can carve out those precious moments for relaxation, hobbies, and spending time with loved ones. We're not just surviving, we're thriving. Let's illustrate this with a simple example. Consider two artists, both with the same amount of talent and the same number of hours in a day. The first artist jumps from project to project with no clear plan, often feeling overwhelmed. The second artist, however, has a schedule. They allocate specific time for each project and also for rest and rejuvenation. Who do you think will produce more quality work over time? The answer is clear. Mastering time management isn't about squeezing every second out of the day, it's about using our time wisely to enhance our lives. It's about prioritizing, planning, and making time for what truly matters. Mastering time management empowers us to take control of our lives. So how can you master time management and make the most out of every day? Well, let's dive right into it. First and foremost, it's about prioritizing tasks. Imagine your tasks as a stack of rocks, pebbles, and sand. The rocks are your high-priority tasks, the ones that are absolutely crucial to your goals. The pebbles are important but not urgent, and the sand represents the small stuff, those tasks that are neither urgent nor important. When you start your day, focus on the rocks first. Once those are handled, move on to the pebbles, and then finally, if time allows, sift through the sand. Secondly, set realistic goals. It's easy to get carried away and plan a marathon of tasks, but remember we're all human, and there's only so much we can do in a day. Don't set yourself up for failure by overloading your to-do list. Instead, break larger tasks into smaller, manageable chunks. This makes them less daunting and easier to tackle. And don't forget to celebrate your small victories along the way. Every checked box on your to-do list is a step closer to your ultimate goal. Lastly, let's address the elephant in the room. Procrastination. It's the enemy of time management. But how do you beat it? Well, one way is to use the 2-minute rule. If a task takes less than 2 minutes to complete, do it right away. Don't put it off. You'll be surprised how quickly you can reduce your to-do list by tackling these quick tasks. And guess what? It's okay to have off days, we all have them. What matters is that you don't let one off day turn into a habit. Get back on track as soon as you can, and remember, every new day is a fresh start. Remember, effective time management is an ongoing journey, not a destination. So take a deep breath, roll up your sleeves, and start mastering your time today. After all, time waits for no one. Time is a non-renewable resource. Once spent, you can't get it back. This is the crux of our conversation today. We've traversed through the paradox of time, heard the tale of two students, and delved into the power and mastery of time management. But what's the gist of all this? It's simple. Every tick of the clock is an opportunity. Every passing second is a chance to act, to learn, to grow. When we manage our time effectively, we are not just organizing our tasks or schedules, we are shaping our lives. We are deciding that we will not be victims of the relentless march of time, but rather victors in our own stories. Time management is not just about efficiency, it's about balance. It's about making room for work, for play, for relaxation, for family and friends, and for personal growth. It's about living a life that's not just full, but fulfilling. So seize the day, manage your time wisely, and make every moment count.